It was such a love for her that she did not forget all her life. And for him, who knows, so many years have passed. She discarded all thoughts and, as if in a whirlpool with her head, she wrote. He responded unexpectedly quickly, offered to meet. It turns out that he had also lived in the regional center for quite a long time, like her. Nadezhda went to a meeting and thought that it was like a meeting with a bygone youth and, of course, did not build any plans. Let's sit down, talk, she thought. He will tell about himself. I, too, remember his youth. But things didn't turn out the way she expected. When they met, time seemed to turn back. It seemed to them that there were no these long years lived separately. They just parted yesterday, and today they met. Again, Nadezhda felt like a young girl, and in front of her she saw a young cadet. Of course, Volodya has changed, so many years have passed. But love has its own special look. And the first words that he said, "You have become even more beautiful," made her understand that he had not forgotten anything either. His eyes, as before, shone with love, and from excitement he spoke incoherently. They, as in their youth, went for a walk through the streets of the city and talked and could not talk enough. He explained to Nadia what kind of girls she saw him with. It was his classmate, at the school where he used to study. An evening of a meeting of graduates was planned. And she invited Volodya to this evening. And they hugged because they had not seen each other since graduation, and it was just a friendly hug. From his further story, Nadezhda learned how his future life turned out after their separation. Just before graduating from college, he married, almost the first beautiful girl that came across. After parting with Nadia, he didn't care who he married. He felt that he would no longer be able to love anyone like that. And it was better for newly made lieutenants to go to the place of service already married. Where? In the distant garrison, which is located in the forest or even on the island, will you find a wife? And then there was only service. Distant garrisons, near ones, service abroad, Afghanistan. There was a lot to see, a lot to experience. And family life did not become happy. He could not love his wife. They lived, bound by habit, and 2 daughters. Such a life suited his wife. But he didn't care. He could not forget Nadia, but he believed that they would never see each other again. Looking into each other's eyes, they understood that life gives them a second chance to become happy. And even though youth has passed and whiskey is silvering gray hair, their love has remained as young as it was many years ago. They decided that from now on they would be together and no obstacles frightened them. However, there was one obstacle. Volodya was married. With the frankness and decisiveness characteristic of a military man, he explained himself to his wife, and on the same day, having collected his clothes, he left. Then there was a divorce. His wife's violent attacks on Nadia, resentment and misunderstanding of her daughters. They've been through everything together. Over time, everything calmed down a bit. The daughters understood and forgave their father, recognizing his right to happiness. They were already adults and lived separately. The wife, of course, did not forgive. But she reconciled herself and did not make scandals. And Nadezhda and Vladimir got married, and even got married in the church. They have been together for 5 years now. Over the years, they have traveled to many places, both in Russia and abroad. As they say, we want to go everywhere we could not go together when we were young, to see everything,
And here
to
is
talk
the
about
story.
everything. And Vladimir adds, I want with Nadenka, to visit those places where she was without me, to experience together everything that she experienced when I was not around. Their honeymoon is still going on, and who knows, maybe it will last for the rest of their lives. They are so happy, such a light of love pours from their eyes, that sometimes it is simply envious for others to look at such a far from young, but such an amazing couple. Paraphrasing the statement of the heroine of the film, Moscow does not believe in tears. Nadezhda can say, now I know, Life at 50 is just beginning. Read more at https://minicar.ru/health/raskazi-pro-lubov-is-realnoy-shizhin-lubovnie-istory/